Hey guys, so Angela decided to talk about the rape situation she encountered, the alleged rape situation, and some other things. And she got so emotional, she was crying again. But I have a feeling it's a combination of a lot of things. Jag being in the mental hospital, she said she didn't talk to her as yet, but she can't because she's heavily sedated. She's on lockdown. And I guess she's feeling displaced. She said she's not going back to Detroit because that's where the rape happened, and talks a little bit more about her family, her real family who she's denying. I mean, you can see the resemblance between her and these people, but she's denying her brother, her father, mother, etc. But let's listen to a little bit of what she has to say.
I haven't spoke to Jag yet. She didn't. So I put on my Facebook and also my Instagram about what happened to me. Um, I put with Zamanique little brother, who's the uncle. He told me to call him uncle in 2005 or 2006. So I called him Uncle Ricky. That's what he told me to call him. He made a song with my rapist, this guy that I was talking to in high school. He ended up becoming a local rapper. And
When she started out, the story sounded believable to me until she said that he told her to call him Uncle Ricky. Dominique's brother told her to call him Uncle Ricky. Now, this Uncle Ricky that she's talking about is her twin brother. So now she got me thrown. Now I can't believe the rest of the story. I don't even know if the rape happened or if that was a made up story also.
named Sada Baby. I told y'all on TikTok that, and it's true. And he know about my true heritage as far as Aaliyah and R. Kelly, and him and other people in the industry does know. He had drugged me, or they drugged me and led me to him, the family.
So you see, guys, why this story is so unbelievable is because she just said the family in Detroit drugged her and led her to the rapist.
It's like they're not my family, but um, he made a song with him despite knowing what they did.
Guys, she really needs some serious therapy for all these traumas that is either real or unreal. But it doesn't matter. In her mind, they're all real. So she needs therapy.
But as evidence of him, we knew each other, and we met in 2010, 2011 in Caterin High School. Um, we entertained each other. Yes, we went to school. Did you file charges against him? I tried to last year, but I didn't have like a clear evidence of it because he's not the only one. He's not the only one.
So, guys, drop it in the comment section when she said he's not the only one. Does that mean that he's not the only one who raped her? What does she mean by that? I'm curious to know because it wasn't clear to me.
And then plus he know people that was in Detroit, so they was threatening my life. And
In an alleged rape situation, you always have to believe the victim, the alleged victim, until the evidence, comes in, and then it's been proven either way. But with Angela, I can't even believe her because look at the big fat lie she's telling about R. Kelly and Aaliyah and her family in Detroit.
I did my research. So he made a song with Nicki Minaj. Well, he made a song calling "Whole Lotta Choppa," and her grandma related to the Winans. My grandma Diane is related to the Winans, and my uncle Barry used to. Well, I guess they cousins or whatever, and they used to manage each other or whatever they did back in the day. And they made a song together. She made this song for him particular for a reason. No, I just got the test. I got to go pick it up. The ancestry test. Um, so he made a song with her, or she hopped on his song for free. She did a verse for him for free. He's a Detroit local rapper, and you can see on his Twitter of him saying certain things, even when he got pulled up. Tasha, I'm related to a few names who are now deceased, but we all know the truth. Okay, yes, dope. Why? Yes, I am. Yes, I'm dope. Why? No, they. What I want to say is, it was one. If you look in my page, or if you look in my one of the videos I posted with the two girls that came to my home, and I said what happened to the real Angela. Yeah, because it's real life. People want to think I'm a. It's a clip of me when I said what happened to the real Angela. They switched me out with her. This is why I'm 2 years. Look, 2 years. Well, I don't look 2 years older now, but back in the day I did when I was younger.
So what is she saying here, people? They switch her out. They switch her out to the real Angela. What does that mean? Does that mean that there was another Angela and they unlived her or put her somewhere and then put her in the place with his family? I'm telling you, the story is getting more and more far-fetched and bizarre. Okay?
And I know it's hard to. What year did he did? He did it a few times. They let him. They will drug my if I was to drink with them, they would drug it, or the food that they cook for me. Used to let him through, and then he used to he got very sloppy as far as.
Now you guys can kind of understand why her real family in Detroit has kind of, to me, this is allegedly, they kind of give up because we don't hear of them looking for her anymore. And this is one of the reasons why. Now she's accusing these people of drugging her and having this guy sexually assault her. I mean, those are very, very serious allegations. And she is, without a button of an eye, she's telling this tale. And the unbelievable part is she's actually crying. You know, it's like it's a real thing in her mind. I'm telling you guys, people with schizophrenia will pass a lie detector test because they actually believe what they're saying. And so this is why I was so afraid for Goomba when he was there with her present, sleeping in that same house. I was afraid for him because she could have made up a lie on him. Very, very dangerous thing because her mind seems to be going in just in a wild direction.
Y'all ever watch 13 Reasons Why, and that black girl, what happened to her? That's the same thing that happened to me, and I told them that's what happened to me, and they didn't. I already told them before I seen but it's real life, real stuff happened on. This was she got yeah, the real Nikki covered her mouth when she was younger. Her name is Dominique.
Let me tell you something, guys. I find it very hard to keep up with all these names and stories, but she's able to keep them straight in her mind because it's real to her. That's why I don't know what kind of therapy she's getting, but she needs to stay in therapy. She really needs it because her mind is gone into this sunken place. This Alice in Wonderland, well, she went down that rabbit hole, okay?
Um, they do. I'm not the only one that they do these things to. I know it's like real life, real people that go through it, but for the industry kids, they do a lot of weird stuff. That's why what happened with Ti and her daughter when she was trying to speak out about her father, and then when they have this, it just hurt.
Now, Jaguar is getting the help that she needs. Now it's time for Lagena to get the help that she also needs and deserves. Somebody has got to maybe talk to her. Well, they can't talk to her because she doesn't even believe that she needs any type of help. But I guess somebody's going to turn her in sooner or later because she can't continue along this road. Because if she's planning on leaving the country, like she says, and going to some remote village to live, she's going to be going with this type of thinking, you know? This paranoid schizophrenic behavior and thoughts.
The real one, I don't know if they reported her real body gone. Zama was in the bathroom doing drugs when Nikki came out and smothered her.
So she's saying somebody by the name of Nikki smothered the baby, replaced the baby with her. Oh my goodness.
By then, Nana was watching me. He was my nanny too. So it was probably downstairs and upstairs.
I remember one of the videos she said her memory is coming back slowly of things that has happened to her. But this is where it gets quite interesting. What she calls her memory coming back is actually the paranoid delusions getting worse. And I suspect it's a result of her not taking her medications.
I didn't really want to say a lot of this because I didn't have like concise evidence of it, and I only told people about my parents because they was trying to stop me from telling people. Yes, he did. Sada Baby, the bitch ass rapper, the the date raping bitches. He is. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one he did that to.
Again, I don't know if this is true or not, based on the fact that she's got so many stories that are not true already. But if it did happen, then she really needs to go into counseling and talk about it because apparently it's affecting her deeply. If it's not true, then let me tell you something. This paranoid schizophrenia is something else. It have you believing something that's not even true, that never happened, that is so unreal, but yet you honestly believe it. And unfortunately, by her telling it this story, if it did not happen, it's going to hurt that young man's reputation because she just called his name.
I said it on TikTok. They took down my video. He put it on 20. He put it on his Twitter 2019 about he wanted to date rape a bitch. We knew each other in high school. He didn't seem like the type in high school, but he also lied about his name too.
And you just got to wonder about how many other people are suffering the same things, huh? The mind is something else. It can be your friend or your worst enemy. Because if she wasn't with Jaguar's mother right now, I'm wondering what would have happened to her. You know, we hear of cases where people are so afraid that they hide out. They go into abandoned buildings, they sleep during the daytime in the libraries, and at night they wander the streets because they're afraid to even close their eyes um, during the nighttime because they figure somebody's going to hurt them. During the day, they don't mind sleeping in various places on the streets because they figure there are a lot of people around and they feel more safer. But this is what goes on with these people. A lot of homeless people have this disease, this paranoid schizophrenia, where they don't even want to go into a shelter. They're afraid that somebody in the shelter is going to try to unlive them.
Chris Brown, he is also friends with him too. So if they in the same band, one sound.
So she believes that Chris Brown and this guy are friends. And I'm wondering if this guy is even real at this point.
Still filed complaint with the police. I can probably do it now because in Detroit I was nervous because they sent people to my house, they sent people around me, they broke into my home. And when I was leaving to go see to come here in Texas. He had sent somebody to come around me and play his songs. And
Now she said this rape situation happened a couple of years ago. I guess. I think in one of her other videos it happened a couple of years ago. She has no evidence. There's no rape kit. There's no saving of the underwear like Monica Walensky did. She has nothing to go on. So her walking into a police department and say I was raped and it happened 2 years ago or 4 or 3 years, however long it happened, they're gonna look at her like if she's nuts because she's walking in there without evidence and accusing someone. It's not like if it had just happened and they can take her to the hospital and get a pap smear with the evidence, some semen residue still left in her vagina. But no, this thing happened years ago, and she's thinking now of walking into a police station and report the crime, the alleged crime.
if you listen to the songs and listen to these other particular artist songs, then you can match it up. I'm gonna match it up for y'all, and I'm gonna put it in for y'all because I'm not lying. It's just real people that have money. They can rewrite people's histories, and
So basically, what I'm getting from this little explanation that she is trying to give us is that this guy have have been playing music to taunt her.
have you had therapy? I did, and then they want me to do things for myself and to cope. They feel like I should maybe cry more if I should have more people to rely on. And I do have more people to rely on now than I did.
She did say she have a therapist in New Orleans. She has one in Dallas and she has one in Louisiana. But strangely enough, she says Jaguar got her the therapist in Louisiana as well as in Texas, but we never seen them going to any therapist session. And we know Jaguar loves the camera. She draws for the camera with everything. So maybe she called the people on the phone and set up appointments that she never made. But Angela said Jaguar got her the same therapist that she have. So, it's just suspect. It's one thing saying you got a therapist, but are you going to the sessions? That's another thing.
Yes, I am doing one. Yeah, they did. When I was leaving Detroit, somebody came around and started playing his songs. And they basically said not to snitch.
Well, what's going through her mind, folks, is how people who are diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, this is how they act. They may hear a song, and if snitch is in the song, they're going to say, okay, this person is sending me a message for me not to snitch. This is how they put the dots together. The brain is not functioning as it should. So everything is crazy when you look at it. Because she heard a song. She says it's the song for this guy who she knows from high school and is a friend of, I guess, her uncle. And they did a song together, and this guy knows Chris Brown. And it's a whole story, folks. A whole story that she believes wholeheartedly. And you can't tell her it didn't happen because that's how this schizophrenia works. You actually believe it because the brain is connecting in a way to make you believe it. And it's very dangerous to be around these type of people if they don't get the help and if they're not on meds. Because their brain can tell them that that person wants to hurt them. Go hurt that person first before they get you. And they will come and hurt you because they're hearing the voices in their head.
Did y'all know this happened to me? I guess she knows it's touchy subject, so she kind of wanted me like not to say, like avoided it.
I got a feeling that she's a little depressed, but don't know how to express that depression. Instead of her saying, I'm depressed again, I really should see the counselor, I really should go in maybe the hospital or some type of care setting. So, but there's nobody to encourage her. There's nobody to say, listen, you need help. Your delusions are getting worse. And so, as the days go by, she's going to talk more crazier.
No, I'm not bashing off a song. I already knew who he was. We knew each other in high school. We kissed. We was dating in high school. He didn't leave it in only high school. And now that he got known, he known some of my secrets because the second family told them about it when they wasn't supposed to tell nobody because they should have been under NDAs. But if they was kids, they wasn't under any NDAs yet.
Did you guys caught that? She said they were dating in high school. And if they were dating in high school, did he force himself on her? Maybe she was one of those kids, young ladies to say no. And sometimes when you say no, young men force themselves on you. Was that how this thing happened? If it happened? If this young man even exists? If they even went to high school? It's all kind of questions because this young lady is known to make stuff up.
It's my part of my healing. He needs to pay for his crimes. If you look at his Twitter, he would say something about she can say something to make me go to jail, and his brother, his brother. The thing is, I didn't know he did it until what year? Last year? No, not last year. 2021. No, last year. No, 2021.
So you see how confusing she is getting with her own story. First she said 2021, no, 2022, no, back to 2021. And, it's just hard to keep up. And this is the story she wants to go into the police station with. And she got raped a year or two ago. Now she's reporting it. It it doesn't make sense. If she's now reporting it and have a videotape of it, or even an audio of him talking while he's doing it, then I can understand that. But going into a police department with no type of evidence. So in the beginning of the video, that's when she said she was thinking of reporting it, but she got cold feet, but she might just do that. And her paranoia is so bad now because she said in a previous video that the memories she have of her family, those are false memories. The memories that's coming up now, those are the real memories. But that's the delusion. That's the paranoid schizophrenia. And when these people have these false memories, they really, really believe them. She is believing the false memories, the delusion, the making up of all these stories. It's real to her. So she believes it. And this is why it's very, very dangerous to be around this type of individual who is not treated, who is not taking her medication, because you don't know when she's going to flip on you based on what she is thinking and hearing.
He said, "Cold bitch with the wiggle worm. She don't know nothing about it, but she about to learn." And he's not the only one. I'm gonna put my case together that I've been having for years, and the people that know things, they know, but they feel like they've been doing things to people too, because she made a verse with him for free because she wants to get back at somebody else that did something to me too. No, she not gonna do nothing. She works. She don't care. She don't care. No, she might, but she don't care. As far as who her husband is, and as far as people she make music with, she don't care.
So we're getting little glimpses of what she really thinks of her real family that she called the handlers in Detroit. And this is why I believe she will never go back to Detroit. to her family. She might go back for business reasons, but not to her family to live with. And it's a shame because now she's in the world by herself and have all this family, you know. This is what happens to the medically fragile, when you're suffering with mental illness of this type. Because a lot of things fall under mental illness now. Even anxiety is thought to be as a mental illness. And but when you get to this paranoid schizophrenia, that's a whole new beast, honey. That is what will cause your mind to look at an object and you can see that it's a knife or fork, but your mind is telling you it's an insect, you know? I mean, it's crazy, but this is what the illness does. It makes you believe something that is not real.
Ask her, and she ain't gonna bring up nothing. If she know what's good for her, she better focus on herself. She got whole karma she got to pay up to, so she better worry about herself. She made a song with him for a reason, and it made it bigger, so I'll thank her for that.
Coming up, you're going to hear her say she contacted R. Kelly's lawyer, Jennifer. I wonder how that conversation went because you know R. Kelly's lawyer is very protective of him. So I would have loved for her to record that conversation just for us to listen to what was said. I know it must have been very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
No, I contacted my dad's lawyer. Her name is Jennifer. So whoever YouTuber is a liar. And I should contact her again and let her know, so she can let him know. But he do that to other people too, so I guess it really don't matter.
I wonder what was R. Kelly's reaction when his lawyer Jennifer told him, "Do you know you have a child out there who is in her late 20s?" And she says, "You are the pappy and Aaliyah is the mama." I would have loved to see his face. But more importantly, I would have loved to hear his comment. I know he did some cussing. He probably said, "You know what? I got these women left, right, and center saying that I father their children. Joycelyn, my girlfriend, just got out and said I fathered a baby with her, a little infant, and I'm here locked up in this penitentiary for how many years? They just slapped new charges on me with new sentencing, and I got this crazy person saying that I'm the father. Now that I know that she ain't right in the mind, I can't even let her be my girlfriend anymore." So, folks, I'm wondering if he's even going out with Joycelyn anymore. And now, here comes another person who is schizophrenic saying that she is the daughter. So I know he was pissed off. Let me tell you, he was pissed off. He probably told his lawyer, Jennifer, "Did you tell them I was broke? Can you please remind them I am broke? Ain't no money here. They're coming after me, telling themselves that I'm the poppy, I'm the father, but they can't get no money out of me. You can't get blood out of turnips, okay? So next time they come to you, please tell them that I ain't got no money. They should go find their baby daddy." But in Angela's case, she's claiming that he's the father, so she got to go find a real father. And in Joycelyn's case, she got to go find the baby daddy. Because Joycelyn just produced this, what was it, 8-month old baby or 6 months old baby and said that R. Kelly's the father. I'm telling you, R. Kelly got all kinds of problems, honey. He's locked up in the penitentiary and still trouble is coming to find him. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to go far to find trouble. Trouble finds you, okay?
And then I also put Nikki's comment to me. I asked her, did she want to go do a DNA test and we can do it on air? And then she said no. And then she said, I'm not your sister. So even though she's doing interviews after saying that, I'm willing to do a DNA test for her, or she can willing to bring me her DNA test. I'm willing to do that.
So who is this Nikki she's talking about? Is she talking about R. Kelly's daughter, or is she talking about her family in Detroit? I don't know who she's talking about right now because she said the family in Detroit are all planted family. They're not real family. So she must be talking about R. Kelly's daughter.
I can say Zama. That's not my mom. She's not my real mom. She got David to watch her, Zion, Andrew. I'm naming all these people. Zamanique to watch her, Shaquita, Gwendolyn De Jesus. Look up for Gwendolyn De Jesus. Ask her who her baby daddy is or the people she know in the industry. And Shaquita, yeah, I was switched. That's why when you look at my picture from that say 1998, it looked like I'm older than 3 years old because they put me in. That's why when you look in my video, when I was talking to the two girls that came to my house, I asked her what happened to the real Angela, what y'all did to her.
So now, to me, this illusion has really stepped up now because when she at first came to Dallas to be with Jaguar, she wasn't talking this way. This particular story, she did not say. Now she's saying that he did something to the original Angela. They unalive the original Angela and put her in the place of her. So you see how the delusion and the paranoia and the schizophrenia is getting worse. She needs help. She needs treatment. Because if she doesn't get treatment, she is going to either hurt herself or hurt somebody.
Why are you coming out with this now? Because they about to go to jail for murder, for hiding death, switching, kidnapping me. Well, not really, because my grandma knew where I was at. And she knows these people. She knows Sada Baby. She knows these other industry people.
One of my subscribers texted me today and she said, Lagena isn't hurting anybody. Jaguar is the one who was hurting people by saying horrible things about others, and Lagena is not hurting anybody, so everybody should leave her alone. But she's hurting herself. These memories, that so-called memories that she's having, is actually the delusion, which is getting worse. And she may end up hurting someone or hurting herself as a result. So she needs help, and I wish if there's someone in Jaguar's household, maybe Jaguar's mom, can call and get her the help that she needs. Maybe she can put out some type of medical warrant for her so the cops can come get her and place her where she can get the help that she needs because this can't continue.
You about to get blocked. Bye. Go check on your mama. All right, Tasha. You right about forgiving, but I try to avoid it, and I try not to speak on it, and I try not to. But I have to open my mouth because if he's doing it to somebody else, then it will be my fault if I don't say nothing. The real Angela, I don't know if she's gone or not. I think she died. I think after Nikki smothered her in her mouth, um, they didn't tell the police. Nana is he had his visa, so he couldn't really say nothing. And Zama, she was in the bathroom doing drugs, so they can't tell nobody that oh yeah she died. So they had me already. Nana was already watching me. This is why the reason Nana wasn't there to watch his kids. That's why I go file a complaint against him. I tried to, and I got scared. I tried to last year. I tried to last year, and then when I went to get my rape kit done, they said to file. They said to do a police report, and I did. That situation, they didn't believe me like the hospital, and then I just got scared. I did go to the police. Then they said you got to do a rape kit first, and then you can do everything. I have that's what actually got stolen from my house too, a paper of that too. And because I was in Detroit and he know people that know people. And then when I moved to Southwest, it's a Hispanic region in Detroit. And then he was there too. And he knew where I was living at. And then that's why he made that Hispanic song. And I was there too. When somebody mentioned Michigan Ave, I was there too. And then he ended up having a performance where I was at. So I just felt very intimidated. I couldn't say nothing. So, so. And then that's when I told her, and then I told Nikki, I'm like, this is what happened, this is what I'm dealing with. And she said, did you get tested out? And I said, yes, I did. Like I said, I didn't have nothing. It just, she didn't care because that family don't care when people get assaulted because they sell people off all the time. So I'm gonna get professional help. I'm not suicidal, you guys. I'm not. I'm just. I lost my mom, so that hurted me the most. I can't handle anything else. Well, I don't want to lose my kids or anything, but if I have them, I don't want. I know that would be the worst thing to happen. So I know what range of emotion I should handle and what not to handle. So, um, but I'm about to. I just want to tell my truth so other people that have been through something too the same way, they can tell their truth. And if you guys have been assaulted by people that was in the industry, that was in rappers or singers, you're not alone too. And people that industry kids that they do things to personally, like y'all not alone either. Y'all not alone either. Everybody not alone. So y'all got me too.
So the fact that she hasn't spoken to Jaguar as yet tells me that maybe she's feeling kind of melancholy, and Jaguar was forging a close friendship with her. Now she's gone.
I do feel better now. I tried to tell it on TikTok that a month ago, but everything else kind of got overshadowed, and I just felt like um, it didn't kill me or anything, so I survived. My mom survived. I can't go back to Detroit. That's where they let shit happen to me. I'm not going back there. He got too many people there. My phone about to die. I'm about to charge it and come back. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm going to cheer myself up and be grateful that I do have you guys that support me. And I have a guardian angel. So, um, who's my mom? And I'm going to tell her truth and my truth. And people that do things to her, because she survived it, and then I survived. And y'all be careful. These people will drug you. They will have people, other friends of other friends that might drug you. So you gotta be careful about your friends. You gotta be careful about your family. You gotta be careful about people that get paid off to do certain things. You gotta be careful out there, male and female, everybody. Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. I don't know why I smile when it's like serious things. I think it's a defense mechanism. This is the type of face that got me cussed out in certain situations or hurt.
Well, there you have it, folks. Angela expressing her thoughts. She is so, I guess, confused. Her mind is in turmoil. She's got a lot of stuff going through her mind. So we are hoping and praying for some type of clearance for this young lady, some type of healing. But she's got to get herself back into some serious therapy. And if she's not taking her medication, she needs to start because the delusions are getting worse. But we're going to see if she joins up with Carbon Island and go down there to some remote island. YouTubers, I'm over now. Drop your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.